You raise your vibration through your perspective of yourself in your reality. Your higher perspective equals a higher vibration. The higher vibration is where everything you truly want exists. The more limited vibration keeps you in a place of what you would call lack, limitation, and separation. We've come and told you that you are the creator of your reality and that everything is always working out for you. There is no wrong anywhere in the universe. Everything is always, always right. If you are believing this to some extent, if you are experiencing it to some extent, you have a very high perspective, and therefore you have a very high vibration. That vibration creates the reality that you live in. To manifest anything you truly want would be to see yourself from a higher perspective, which would then translate into a higher vibration and bring you into vibrational resonance with those things you want. If there's something you think you want now, take a look at why you want it. Is the wanting of this thing based in some lack, limitation, or separation? If so, it's generated from that limited perspective. Therefore, generally speaking, everything you think you want is quite a bit different from everything you truly want. But what you truly want cannot be seen from a limited perspective. You have to elevate your perspective, elevate your vibration, and you will see what you truly want. It will be there for you. We call this the unimaginable because you, quite frankly, cannot imagine what you truly want. You can only hold an ideal in your mind of something you imagine you want from a limited perspective. That thing you imagine you want is generally what you've seen other people manifest. And you think, if I too could manifest that, then I would feel good. And you see the flaw in this assumption, because for the creator, nothing in the outside conditions can make you feel anything. This is the definition of limitation. You do not want the outside conditions to make you feel anything. You want to look at those conditions and you want to appreciate them, be grateful for them, see the right and the perfection in them. And in that, you will receive what you call positive emotion. Only when you are in fear of anything, of something not manifesting, of something going what you call wrong, of something not turning out, of something being different than you want it to be, a limiting belief is triggered and you feel fear. That fear is a misperception of reality. And what always accompanies it is some form of what you call negative emotion. It is guidance. To move to higher, lighter, freer, faster densities where everything you want exists, you'll have to take a look at what you believe to be true. Take a look at what you think is wrong or bad. Take a look at why you think it's wrong or bad, and then redefine it for yourself as good, as right. Maybe you don't prefer it, maybe you don't like it, but it can't be wrong. Therefore, it must be right. The more that you can see as right and good and even perfect, whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not, the more you will be in alignment with your inner self. Think about the thoughts that are attracted to you. Sometimes when you're in a good mood, you attract brilliant ideas and funny things to say, inspiration, intuition. You're connected to the infinite intelligence of your source, of your inner self, of your guides and supporters, of the non-physical. You have a free flow of communication, a free flow of thought. Those thoughts are always guiding you to everything you truly want. But when you think something's wrong or bad, when you are in resistance, when you want things to be different than they are, you are not connected to your inner self. You are not connected to that non-physical stream of wonderful thoughts. You're connected to the mass consciousness of humanity and all the thoughts that humans have thought for eons. You are attracting resistant thoughts. In those resistant thoughts are urges to change or control the conditions or the people around you. When you act in control, when you act in fear, when you take any action that is not aligned with who you are, it leads you off into a detour, more discovery about who you're not. And since this is an illusion, since this is a misperception of reality, it's always accompanied by negative emotion, so it never feels good. What you want is to see if you can stay connected to the stream of non-physical thoughts coming to you. That's only done by seeing things as good and right. That's only done by knowing that you're the creator and knowing that things are going to be working out for you always. Knowing your guidance supported, knowing that any single idea, thought, desire, choice, decision, action will be given to you based in your perspective. When you elevate that perspective, which is not always easy, to see the good and the right in yourself and everything else and everyone else, when you elevate that perspective, you move into the vibration of everything you truly want. And through experience, your mental construct, your set of beliefs are changed. They are reflecting back to you something more about yourself. But many of you have been taught to believe that who are you to become this? Who are you to try this? Who are you to do this? And because you have these beliefs, you create this identity that's limiting. That identity often blocks much of the inspiration that's coming to you because one like you would never do something like that. One like you could never do something like that. That's something you would never do. When you say no to experiences, believing you're protecting yourself from negative emotion, well, you are living a limited life. Since you're all limitless, magnificent, eternal beings of pure positive love and acceptance, you want to know your limitations. And so when a manifestation event comes and you see it for what it is, and you realize it's based in a belief that's not true, and you find evidence to prove that belief is not true, you shift your perspective. You're shifting your perspective as a result of being on this call now or listening to this call at a later date. You're shifting your perspective. You're shifting your perspective every time you go into every experience or any experience where you can see that this was organized for you. At first, that's a stretch. How could this experience be organized for me? I'm just one of the many participants. It's random. It's haphazard. It's a coincidence. This couldn't have been organized for me. Who am I to believe that this experience was organized for me? That's your work. Processing limiting beliefs and choosing to see the highest perspective within your current belief system. You have a choice. That's a choice of perspective. Can you shift your perspective before entering any experience to see yourself and all involved from the highest perspective possible? Or will you say, this is something that's wrong or bad, I don't want to do, it's not an experience I should have, and then limit the information that can be gleaned within that experience? That's your only work. If you want to live the unimaginable life that you intended to live with a massive shift in perspective, you will have to do the work to see through the illusion. All the thoughts based in love and acceptance that are coming to you, all of the thoughts are coming from your inner self, your guidance supporters, your source itself. All of those thoughts. When you're feeling bad, when things aren't going well, when you think things should be different than they are, all of those thoughts are coming from a limited range of possibilities. Possibilities that have already existed. When you are bringing in new thoughts from the non-physical, these are possibilities that have not existed for you yet. And that means for you and you and you and you, anything is possible. The possibilities are limitless. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about. Who'd like to start?